everybody, thanks for watching, and today we're going to continue our basic attacks and blocks with the sword video. And if you missed last week's, or if you want a refresher, there should be a link right here that you can click to go and watch that video again. And before we start off, I'd like to remind you that the sword is a weapon. Doesn't matter what it's made of, it's a weapon, and it's always to be treated as such. So we're going to jump straight into the attacks, and today we're going to start out with the low side slash and or strike. And just to remind you, strike stops right when you hit your target, and the slash stops all the way through. It goes all the way through your target. So to start out, we're going to do the low side slash for today. Last week we did the high side slash, which goes to the neck, and this week we're going to do the low side slash, which usually goes to around the stomach area. So again, just like last week, you chamber behind you like a baseball bat, and you go all the way through, just bring it to the side of you. It's just a targeting thing, and again, the strike stops right at the center, and the slash stops all the way through. So next we are gonna do the upward slash, and the way the upward slash works is we're gonna start out the upward slash in what's called a low guard, which right here, what we're at is called the middle guard, and basically what you do for the low guard is you bring the sword down into your side with the blade facing downwards, okay? So this is how we start out the upward slash, and the upward slash just comes all the way up. It just comes diagonally all the way from your, as I'm doing it, my right side, up to my left side, and the strike stops at your waist, and the slash stops about head high. So next we are gonna do the stab, and a stab works a lot like a punch. You can chamber it on the right or left side, and it doesn't really matter. But what you do is you start out with the blade facing upwards, and then you go straight out, and at the last second, you snap it to where the blade faces downwards, just like you would a punch in TaeKwonDo. So now we're going to go into how to block those techniques that you just learned. So before we begin our blocking, let me remind you that you always block with the middle of your sword, because that's where it's the strongest, and you'll get the most power out of your block and stopping force. So to start with blocking today, we're going to do the low block, which for that, basically you start out in the middle guard, which is like this, and you just go down to the side. Kind of like, I like to think of it like a pendulum. You just go all the way down to the side in a sweeping motion to sweep out whatever's attacking you on the ground. So up next we have the inverted block. And what that is that's basically a bit of a mixture between a side block and a low block. So what you do is it's pretty much a low block that's up a bit higher, but it's just a reversed side block, so that you can block things that are coming around your chest to stomach area. And again, you hold that one firmly and you block with the middle of your blade, so you can move it around so you can block effectively. So now we're going to work on some practice drills that you can do at home with these attacks and blocks. So to start out with, he's going to do a low side slash, and I'm going to block that with an inverted block. So just like that, you can see, and on the other side, it's the same thing, just like that. And so next he's going to do the upward slash, and he does that one, and I block that and kind of sweep it out of the way. And then on the other side, just like that again. So now he does the stab, and for the stab, we're going to block this with the side block, and if you missed that last week, there will be a link in the description or right here. So what you do is you kind of step to the side, and you block it to the side, just like that. And on the other side, same thing, you got to step out the way of the attack, so that way you don't get hit by it. So thanks for watching, and be sure to check for new videos every week. We won't have a new video next week, however, because it is testing and we want to give everyone that opportunity to practice for their next rank in TaeKwonDo. But the week after, we'll be starting up with our videos right away. So thanks for watching.